Let's go.
What do you do with yours? I do unlimited football content.
Well, I do unlimited bragging.
Well, I do unlimited swiping right.
Well, I do unlimited doom scrolling.
Well, I do unlimited sliding into the DMs.
Well, I do watching TikTok on the bus without headphones unlimited.
Oh, God.
Yes, everyone, you heard that right. We've teamed up with Rocket Mobile for the mobile phone football plan fans for the... I did it again!
What did we just say? We said take a touch.
Take a breath.
Take a
the
breath.
mobile phone plan for football fans in the UK, as you can see on the side of the screen. Unlimited data, unlimited calls, unlimited text, and 20 gigs of data to use roaming in the EU, plus content, perks and extra prizes when you sign up. So click the link below or scan that QR code for full details after the show. But today we're going to start by reacting to last night's game, which was... Kenya, can you give me a word for it?
Boring.
Boring.
I was there.
Boring. Boring. Abby. Is that right?
How dare you say that, considering your team?
I'm a fan of the sport. I'm here to be entertained.
Well,
Entertained.
Look, it's
start in your own home, babe. Start in your
I
own home.
can't. My home needs to be burned down. Burn it down to the ground.
Was after all the Spursness of, Dr. Tottenham in the last month or two. Was that nice, almost, to just watch Arsenal play so
because
badly?
it was probably like how they play every week.
What would have been nice
boring.
is Conor Bradley's shot going top bins. That would have been nice. But
That would have been nice.
yeah. However, I mean, I feel like Ken should really talk on it first. Her dead team.
Yeah, you've had about 20 hours or so now to kind of think about it. You slept on the result and everything.
Just about.
You still fuming?
I slept for about 90 minutes as well, so I've got a full night.
Good night's sleep.
Yeah, full night's sleep. Very frustrating. Like, I think it's one of them ones where, we went into the game obviously very confident, which I think we deserve to be anyways. We've been playing really well. And I think at the Emirates, look, we're still unbeaten there, but, it's the second draw at the Emirates. I mean, in hindsight, I guess that's not a bad result, but it's still one of them ones where it just feels like a missed opportunity. Like, we're talking about a Liverpool team that aren't good. Like, let's be real. Like, I know they haven't lost games, but they just keep drawing. They're not good. Like, even Arne Slot said after the game, he was like, I don't understand why, like, fans or people are saying that we played well. We didn't even have a shot at goal.
Arne Slot was fuming.
Yeah, he was actually he was upset with how Liverpool performed, and I think that just goes to show we actually stooped to their level. We didn't do what we should have done, which is actually like, we're not going to stoop to a level. Game. We should have played our own game like we've done against, Spurs, against Bayern, against Aston Villa. Do you know what I mean? We stooped to that level. And just, it's one of them nights where, like, I said to Abby, other than William Saliba, everyone was really poor. Like, even Declan Rice, I've been saying it, Declan Rice is one of the best players in the world right now. To me, he's world class, but that wasn't the best Declan Rice last night. Like, that wasn't the best Raya or a Timber or even a Saka or a Trossard last night who've been blowing away teams. So, yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment because, I could be sat here saying, oh, we're 8 points clear, and that would be a massive different scenario. But I'm sat here saying we're 6 points clear, which is still a positive, but it's just more of like, it could have been more considering this is like the third game week now where basically Aston Villa and City have dropped points and we didn't really just capitalise on it again. So it was a bit frustrating.
Do you think, though, you just mentioned teams like Spurs or teams like Bayern, etc. In all honesty, I've said to you the whole time, you'll never have an easier game than you did against Tottenham, right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
And like Bayern didn't play the same way that Liverpool played last night. That first half, I felt they really frustrated you. Yeah. Like I felt they really went to like just low block the whole entire situation. I can't remember Liverpool have ever been
They came afraid almost, honestly.
So when teams play like that against you, it frustrates you. And I think it's sometimes different when you're playing slightly less opposition than Liverpool, despite the form. Like obviously they're still they've got great players.
Yeah.
So it's a higher quality to try and break down. And I think second half, I mean, from an Arsenal perspective, it was just kind of like, just make sure you don't lose the game rather than actually win it. I think your shot in the second half only coming like
I can't even remember it. Yeah,
like
it was
that was
so
your
bad.
first shot in the second half.
Yeah,
which is again it kind of flipped. Like Liverpool opened up a lot more in that second half.
Yeah, they
but
did.
First half it was like you really struggled to break down that low block. Which
No,
by
it
now,
was so Arsenal had 3 shots in added time, and they were 3 shots of the second half, and one of them was Gabriel's miss from about 2 yards.
where he
at
should
the
have
end.
flipping
Yeah,
scored.
he should have scored that.
Considering you face a low block most weeks with lesser opposition that eventually do, I guess, get worn down.
Yeah,
you really struggled against that, which is something I didn't think you would. I thought you would have the qualities to break down. But I did say to Christian yesterday, because a lot of your, not you, but a lot of your fans' predictions for last night were, again, getting way too ahead of yourself. Like,
but I hear it,
said
though.
4-1. I've heard 3-1s.
I'm not really against it, though.
No, and I get the confidence, but I feel like this is when, historically, when Arsenal fans have been super, super confident, it usually backfires. Like, this is
I hear what
when
you're saying.
the humbleness
True,
should
but
come into it.
Yeah, but also as well,
True,
Liverpool fans, like, so we had obviously, so AGT was on live at 5 on yesterday before the show,
Greg
but
told
and then
me we're
also
getting
his mates were here as well.
Yeah, shout out Greg,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to
like
Greg Doyle and
Greg
co,
told
all
me we're
literally
getting
all right behind the
smoked.
screen.
He had
And
the
they-
whole...
well,
the
Greg
whole
Greg
had-
was-
he had
Greg
everyone.
was-
He had
Greg
all
was
the
up for it,
Scousers
but
in all
yeah, he had his
sizes,
whole
bruv.
Scouser gang, and they were all going like behind the scenes. They were all just like, yeah, no, it's done. It's raining. I saw Doyle downstairs. Could
it
not
was
see a more
chucking it
depressed
down.
man before kickoff. He was like, "It's raining. I'm cold. I'm wet. I've got to go to the Emirates, and we're gonna get done in,
That weather
and I've got
was
to
bad.
go home."
In the words of Ty, we mustn't forget it.
Guys, my shoes are still wet.
Didn't Robbie say that after the game
Did he
to,
say that?
do with the
Did he
tifo?
say-
No, but apparently so.
the tifo.
AGT tweeted out being like, "Yeah." So I asked Robbie after the game where the tifo went, and Robbie went, "You got to remember it's been raining."
We mustn't forget
We did
it.
have like a little fan display, so like we
And
held up all
fireworks,
the
didn't you?
they had. We usually
you
do
got the
fireworks
things where you, like,
anyways.
hold the things
yeah,
up and
yeah,
it's
we
the
hold the
colours and
things up like.
I don't get why Arsenal picked this game of all games to like hype up massively.
They don't. They
No,
do it
but
against us as well.
yeah, I think it just big games at home. Like the thing is as well, like obviously we lost at Anfield, which is like the first time in a while that Liverpool had beaten us. But it was kind of a bit of not a shock result, but it was one of them ones where actually I do think a draw would have been fair in that game. It was just two teams
the
that were
reverse
very
fixture?
I think
Yeah.
two teams were just very evenly
Where
matched.
one of the games where it's decided by a moment of magic.
Yeah, and
like
it was
proper
decided by
cliche,
it was
yeah.
it was decided by
a
a
reverse fixture. Really.
yeah.
it was decided by a moment of greatness from Szoboszlai, but other than that, there was really nothing in it. So I think, the fans especially were like, yo, this is a moment to put out a statement. But obviously the players didn't put out a statement. So that's what I was saying last night. I was like, you can't say to fans, come out, support us, sing, and, and that's what you put out. Like, that's where I was frustrated because, fans actually turned up in big numbers. There was so much energy around the game. Like, even at times, we were in the 70th minute and stuff, we were frustrated, but we were still singing, still saying, chanting Arsenal's name and stuff like that. And I just look at the players like, you really let us down, to be honest. I know a lot of people talk about the manager, but in my personal opinion, he set up the team correctly. He set up the most perfect team that we had available. That's probably our strongest team at the moment. You have basically all of your starters in the team.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he made all of the perfect
Substitutions.
So
didn't wait too long.
he didn't wait too long,
Gyokeres,
honestly. And literally, I was there and I was watching Mikel Arteta like shouting at every single player, like, why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? So I
You're
genuinely
passing the whole game, like
Dreadful.
your whole team, especially Lewis Skelly. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to dig
No,
out. I don't want to dig out
honestly,
a young kid.
I'm actually
but
happy that you've brought this
I
up.
saw your messages in the AFTV writers chat afterwards.
I'm so happy
you were
you brought
fuming.
this up, right?
Go on.
I love Miles Lewis Skelly. I'm
Yeah.
one of the biggest champions of Miles Lewis Skelly, right? And so many Arsenal fans are like, why does this kid not play? And the reality is Miles has not been good in the league for a while now. He's been very good in the Champions League, but in the league, he's not really reached the levels of last season. And I think the reality is Ricardo Calafiori has been one of the best left backs in the league. Like he's
This season, 100%.
him and Timber are in the top 3 for least dribble pass. Like you can't, and we're talking about a guy. If you watch Calafiori, there's times I'm seeing him on the penalty spot. He's literally inverting all over the place. He's in attacking mid.
His touch map doesn't make any sense.
Honestly,
Calafiori.
he's
His heat
an
map is
insane.
crazy.
He's an insane player. He scored at Old Trafford, for example. He's such a great player, right? And I'm like, you see why Miles isn't starting, because he needs to bring more to his game. He's still an 18-year-old kid. He's still got loads of time to add these things. But the reality is, Hincapié, you look at Hincapié last night, I thought he was great until unfortunately he had to come off with an injury. Like, he was so good getting up the pitch. He has the width. Whereas Miles, because he's maybe a more natural midfielder, he wants to be in midfield more. His crossing, that's something that, again, I say limits him massively, is that we're a team, we thrive on crossing. We love to cross the ball. So when you've got a fullback that's not comfortable with crossing, you see why Arteta says, actually, you're not going to start.
Yeah.
Ricardo Calafiori is great at crossing and Hincapié is good at crossing, will start. Like, Miles needs to sharpen up. Yeah, he needs to sharpen up more, but he's still a kid. But I was frustrated with him.
Can I ask you about Martinelli? I mean, obviously he has apologised.
Yeah.
So actually, just before you ask this, I do want to bring this up because Clara Bitsy sent a super chat about
go
this.
on then.
So Clara Bitsy says, Gary Martinelli is one of the few Arsenal players I really like, but that act by him was absolute disgrace. I don't care about an apology and agree with Neville. Someone should have put him in his place.
Yeah, I mean, okay, he has apologised, whatever, fair. Maybe he didn't realise the severity. Maybe he thought it was time wasting. But I just thought it was really, firstly, I thought it was petulant. I thought it was disgraceful behaviour.
He's so immature.
It's incredibly
immature.
And I also just feel like, as someone who has suffered badly with injuries, like, just that reaction is not okay. How one of the Liverpool players did not go over and spark him out, I do not know. I mean, I think Konate wanted to.
Yeah, we
to
could
be
see
honest.
it from where I was.
But like, again, not only does he throws a ball at him, he should have been off the pitch.
Yeah, he threw a ball at him before anything else even happened.
He threw the ball at him,
went around and then
he picked him up,
stood over him and went bang, then walked around. Bradley moves about 3 inches and Martinelli goes, not having any of that, and tries to shove him off.
And also, on top of that, if that was the other way round.
But we've had that already.
It was. Have you seen, so in 2021, have you seen the tweet?
Yeah.
So in 2021, Martinelli went off into the technical area injured,
I've seen
play,
it. I've
and
seen
then
it.
Mikel Arteta was fuming that he didn't go back on the pitch to put down.
Told him to go back on the pitch to go down with cramp. But what I'm saying, if that was an Arsenal player, and it was the other way round,
but we've had this before.
You lot would be outraged.
No, we've had this twice last season. Last season, when Bukayo Saka tore his hamstring on the pitch, Lacroix tried to carry him off the pitch. Saka couldn't even walk. And it was like,
remember that.
He literally was there on the pitch in agony, and he literally was there cussing him out, saying, "Get off the pitch."
So even more
Saka couldn't even move.
Fine, but and
then when we were bringing that up
Martinelli
last season, it was like, "Oh, just get on with it." When Haaland threw that ball in the back of Gabriel's head, it was, "Oh, it's a joke, it's banter." Gabriel drops a flipping ball and it's like, oh my God, he's the most evil person. Don't get me wrong, right? To be honest, from a player's perspective, I understand. Because you know what? You're trying to win a game and you personally think someone's faking an injury. It obviously doesn't turn out to be that way. We've already seen twice in a game 2 Liverpool players go down and it wasn't an injury.
Same as Martinelli in the box.
Yeah, we saw Frimpong go down. He went down for like 5 minutes. We get a corner. He's up straight away and he's running towards us. We saw Florian Wirtz go down on a penalty spot. Gabriel tries to lift him up. He literally shoves himself back onto the floor. Like, it happened in a game. You understand why a player would try to do that. Obviously, Conor Bradley ends up getting stretchered off and I hope it's not, anything horrible.
I can't lie, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, like, I hope it's, you never want to wish injury on a player. But I think that outrage on it, like, I've seen my team literally have this happen to them last season. I saw Jesus tear his ACL against Man United and there was no forgiveness in that. It was like, oh, just get on with it. Like, we've had this three times last season.
I do think it is incredibly petulant.
I'm not saying that it was the right reaction, but I kind of understand it. He wants to try and win the game. He thinks Conor Bradley's rolled himself back onto the pitch to time waste.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of get it. Obviously, it doesn't turn out to be that way. But it's more of a thing now where we need to maybe look at it. And it's not just, Liverpool players or Arsenal players. It's a thing that every player in the league does. They waste time. They get on the pitch. Do you know how many times I played Newcastle? I'll never forget when we played Newcastle and we drew 0-0 and they literally we had the ball in play for 40 minutes, whole 90 minutes. And they did the exact same thing the whole game, but you just have to get on with it. Yeah. There's a amount of players that fake head injuries to go down to waste time. Like, it happens again. I'm not saying it's right, but every team does it. Yeah. And I think that outrage over the whole Martinelli thing. Like, I remember literally having people say to me, oh, Haaland's a hard man and it's banter and it's this and that and he's won the league. That's why he can throw the ball at Gabriel's head. Well, actually, it was a car defence and he got away with it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They actually looked at it and said, actually, yeah, you're really lucky to get away with it. I've seen Saka tear his literal hamstring, couldn't even walk. And I've seen players try to drag him off a pitch. And everyone was just, well, yeah, it's Saka, so he's got to get on with it.
I remember, I think Mark Noble, at one point, I think it was Martinez got injured and Mark Noble literally picked him up and literally moved him like 20 feet off the pitch.
Fam, do you know, the Neville brothers used to kick the rubbish out of Reyes.
I get where you're coming from, Kenya, but at the same time...
I'm not saying that what he did was right. But I think it's actually incredible, like the way so many people getting on their high horse.
But also, it's
almost every other player hasn't done events.
It's like, yes, pushing him off in reaction to thinking he's coming on the pitch. Yeah. But he threw the ball at him before it even happened.
I'm not saying that it was right.
I'm
not saying that it's right.
The sequence of the event.
I'm not saying that it was right.
It's just so dumb from Martinelli.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it was right. And I was even sat next to Cecil, and I was saying to Cecil, "Yo, we're trying to win a game, man's trying to get in a fight. What is that?" But I also feel like a lot of people are blown out of proportion. It's already been sorted. The players, one thing I respect that Martinelli did straight after the game, he apologized straight away, puts out a statement saying, "I'm incredibly sorry,"
which is fair.
And I can say as an
all
Arsenal
he can do
fan,
as well.
I can say as an Arsenal fan, there's not been any moments where I've really questioned Martinelli's like sportsmanship as a player. He's not someone that usually has these moments. It was a bad moment, but you know what? It happens all the time.
Yeah.
We just had to bring it up because it was a big talk.
Also, Clara Bitsy's
I understand there was nothing else in the game.
Bissouma's apparently just been sent off in AFCON.
I also just read that Romero's been given an extra 1-match ban from the Liverpool game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, why though?
Because he didn't go off when he was meant to go off after getting
sent off. So many players
like
do that. How many players argue with a ref when they get sent off?
All the time. Jack Grealish did.
Why are we having retrospective
That is a joke.
a month later?
Yeah, that is a bit.
That was ages ago.
Like, come on. I mean, look. At this point, when it rains, like it's storm grey.
Wait, so what's your next game then? Wait, can you serve this against Aston Villa? Although you don't really want it.
Well, one of the games will be served in the FA Cup.
And then
will be the,
wait, is it just one game?
Just in one match, additional.
So which is against Aston Villa, so it's not like it's the easiest game. Clara Bitsy's taking shots at Richard. Clara Bitsy in a super chat says, curious to know why the DR Sports admin, also known as Richard, big up Richard, who loves to post tweets and pictures when Sesko and Isak don't perform, but there is nothing for Gyokeres, who has had 0 shots in 7 separate games.
Yeah, but Richard's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, and also Richard's a Gyokeres hater.
Yeah. He would be posting.
Yeah, he will be.
There will be something. Michael M. Dav also says it's obviously Zuma Mendy that's the problem. Norgard needs to play.
Wow.
Don't know what your take is on that. But then also Mansum9320 says Haaland didn't throw the ball at a player in pain. But what, Zuma Mendy the problem?
He threw it at the back of Gabriel's head, which is probably worse.
Jokes,
but then he's more malicious.
Yeah, and he fully threw it he launched it at his head. It wasn't like a drop ball kind of.
Chat literally saying big up Richard.
So, Haaland's one was probably
iconic.
in a isolated moment, probably a bit worse because the impact that he threw at it.
Was that the stay humble?
Yeah. And they drew 2-2.
There was so much.
And then they came to the Emirates.
Yeah, but it was mental. Miles was scary doing.
Yeah, Miles didn't even do anything. Then he just told him to, start swearing at him.
Yeah, but what, Lewis Skelly didn't
do anything? He didn't even do anything. He didn't even do anything. Mikel Arteta came to shake his hand. Man started saying, he came to shake his hand, mate. Why are you moving rattled? Just shake his hand and move on. You got your point.
Mansum
you got
also
your 2-2 win.
Kenya. If that happened to your players, shouldn't they know better not to act like that? Why am I not surprised an Arsenal player did it?
No, look, I said already, it wasn't the right decision to make, but I think it's been blown out of proportion. Like, I can't sit here and, for me, it's just really frustrating here, people literally act like you committed a war crime. Like, it was bad, but at the end of the day, he's apologised. Like, Conor Bradley's accepted the apology. You actually, from a human level, from a player... Do you guys play football or what? Football is a passionate sport. Sometimes you do things and it's just like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have done... In hindsight, I shouldn't have done that. Emotions get to you. It's a big game. Do you know what I mean? You want to win. I understand why I tried to get him off the pitch. I kind of understand. It was silly behaviour. Yeah, throwing a ball. We didn't need to do that. But it's not the end of the world. We move. When it was happening to my players, we were told, "I'll just move on. It's not that deep." Blah blah. Like, I think the way people are blowing it up, it's really not that serious. I think
it's an issue that everyone just needs to he apologised. It was completely wrong, utterly wrong. I don't think you're not. So some of the chat is asking, you're not defending what Mark did at all.
Yeah, I'm not defending it. But I said at the time, I was like a bit frustrated.
He's been berated. He said sorry. You move on.
We move, man.
Yeah. JX5VE also says big up. He's a member as well. Says we've just lost it. Remember when the last bottle began? Draw to Liverpool. Martinelli sealed the fate. And then Mansum says, if you do know it's wrong, why are you defending it? Kenny's not defending it.
I just said
not defending it. Yeah, but I do want to speak. I do want to speak about Victor Gyokeres
let's talk about it, man.
Yeah, as Clara brought up. It's 7 games now, as Clara says, without not 7 games in a row, but 7 games out of his 19 Premier League appearances this season, where he's not a shot on target. And yesterday, Laurie had a big go at me on here when I said that I think the biggest thing that Gyokeres doesn't do is move. He runs in a straight line. And you could see it against Liverpool as well, is he runs in an absolute straight, with the ball or without the ball, he beelines for the goal. And I was saying to Laurie, the biggest thing that a striker needs to do is be able to move.
Movement.
Be able to movement and be able to kind of get off the... Like, if you're behind a defender, wait till he looks one way and then go the other. It's what Gyokeres didn't do. And there was such a perfect example of it in the Liverpool game. think it was in the second half, where a cross came in, and literally the commentators were like, "Where's it?" You might remember it from the game.
I think Virgil kind of like nudge. Is that when Virgil like nudges him? Like,
well, no, I can't remember who crossed it in. It's like in the second half, like 60th-ish minute. Cross comes in, and the commentator just going, "Where is Gyokeres?" And in the replay, he's like on the edge of the area as the ball's coming into the box, but space in front of him, and he's just kind of like jogging there. And the ball comes in. It's like he didn't realise there was a ball coming in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to ask you this, and also you as well, Abby. Is the whole Gyokeres thing partly maybe to do with just the players are actually yet to click with him properly or understand, or he is yet to understand which are the right movements to make for his teammates, or is he just not as good as we thought he would be?
I think it's a mixture of all of that. I think on one hand, Victor Gyokeres has been underperforming for quite a while now. I think at the start of the season, he's been thrown in the deep end in the sense that didn't have a pre-season with us, had to play from the first minute because we've had injuries. But he started to grow into the game a bit. Then he comes out. Then he has a 5-week injury. He's come back. He's not really lit it up. And I think as well, one of his issues is movement. Like I look at him sometimes and I'm like,
stiff.
why do you always just want to go straight down the middle? It's like the reality is you could have done that at Sporting because they kind of just play those long boys over the top to you. But we don't really play like that, to be honest. So you kind of need to read your game a bit better. So maybe when Saka's got the ball and he's taken 3 defenders out, maybe you can go off a bit more to the left-hand side and make your run there. Or do you know what I mean? Like
channel running as
well.
I think
he's sometimes he just kind of like he's just too comfortable trying to be in the middle. And the reality is in the Prem, you're not gonna get between 2 centre backs most of the time like that. You're not. Yeah. You have to work on it. And I think what frustrates me about him is that he's not working on it. He's not trying to learn.
Working on it in training. Like I totally agree with you. I think it's like the lack of like dynamism. Like he doesn't have like maybe not to say he hasn't got football in brain, but like it's very different being a striker part between 2 centre halves.
There's no second
in the
run.
Portuguese league. But it's having that awareness, having that movement, having the striker's instinct, which I feel that we have completely lacked of seeing of Gyokeres since he's obviously come to the Prem. At the same time, I think we spoke about it a few weeks ago that you haven't necessarily played to his strengths. Having and adding an out-and-out 9 to your attack.
You'd think we did.
You would, but I compare again 2 very different players. I'm not making a comparison between the two. But when Manchester City decided to go from the false 9 to having an out-and-out in Haaland, they did struggle. They struggled for a good 5-6 months of working out what that looked like, and eventually obviously it clicks. Again, we're talking about a superhuman player in Haaland, and we're talking about Victor Gyokeres. Very, very different levels. But I think that's also a thing for Arsenal, that they've struggled to adapt to having that number 9, that focal point. But you did need a 9. But absolutely. Do I think that Kai Havertz comes straight back into the team? 100%.
I think, well, at the moment, I said already, I don't care as long as we win the league. If we win the league with Havertz or Jesus or Gyokeres up top or flipping Marino, I don't care. Bring me the league. That's all I care about. But with Victor Gyokeres, I think if we look at someone like Erling Haaland, and the reason why Erling Haaland is the best of the best is because look at his movement in games. He doesn't have to touch the ball to be effective. He's constantly moving. He's not just going between the 2 centre backs. He's going over to the left. He's going into the right.
Nightmare for the whole back
dropping.
line.
Exactly. He's
no one knows where he's going to be
picking out. He's constantly picking out these pockets of space. Igor Thiago is the same. Constantly picking out these pockets of space. Unlike I look at Victor Gyokeres like you've chosen one pocket and you just want to sit in there.
Also,
and you
the
just
first touch. The first touch.
And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not saying that you need to be the most technical. All you need to do is score. But the reality is the way you're trying to play in between 2 centre backs, you kind of need technicality. So if you know that's not part of your game, you need to adapt in other areas. But our main issue as an Arsenal team is chance creation. I've been saying this for over a season. That's why we went and got Eze, because our issue is chance creation. Do you know the amount of games last season where we would actually be dominating possession, but we do not create enough chance? If it's not Saka, it's dead. That's literally it. And we're still the same this season. Odegaard has had his injuries. Look, I think against Liverpool, the whole team wasn't good. But in the last 3 or 4 games, we're starting to see Odegaard of old, which has been, a breath of fresh air. But the reality is, our chance creation is so poor.
But what does that come down to? The focus that it's mostly on defensive and not losing a game rather than actually being on a front foot and winning the game.
But do you know what, right? I look at that Liverpool game, and to me, I see a manager that set up to win the game. Like, he put out his strongest team, he put out his best players, and they just failed to do it. Like, I saw moments in that game where Declan Rice, we're trying to win a game. Declan Rice is telling Raya, don't do a fast kick out. slow down. And I'm like, what do you mean slow down, mate?
Yeah.
I've got 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
It's 0-0.
Yeah.
We could be going 8 points clear. You're telling the goalkeeper to slow down. You do that when you're 1-0 up and you want to protect the lead. And I generally think sometimes the players, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's Arteta, he's coached that. No, I'm sorry. The amount of times I see like Odegaard make the same predictable runs, put more to your game.
Yeah.
Good players, the best players in the world, add things to their game each season. That's why for me,
they reinvent themselves.
That's why I love Saka, because Saka's a player where when he first came in, he's like, oh, actually, I need to work on my other foot. I need to work on heading. And that's why now, when he's got the ball, you feel confident that he can score or create chaos because he's worked on those things. I feel like a lot of players in our team, like an Odegaard, where he's maybe stunted his own growth, like a Martinelli, where they've stunted their own growth, is they've not added more things to their game.
They hit a certain ceiling and then don't
So
make
where
a new
certain
one
teams now come
somewhere
to
else.
us and they're like, right, we know Arsenal now, we just got to put in a low mid-block and just
Yeah.
counter-attack. Someone like Martin Odegaard's like, damn, what do I do? Because I can't play my through ball anymore because there's about 10 people there.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to adapt to your game? That's what frustrates me. Our chance creation is so bad.
But that's why you're so, and you always have had such a focus on set pieces and on corners.
Yeah, we had to
because
bring
that
back
is
set
the way that
pieces.
you bypass the low block, and
Yeah.
that is what has made Arsenal so successful at it.
I think even this season, like when we beat Bayern, when we beat Atletico, our first goals were set pieces in those games. Now, don't get me wrong, when we played Bayern, I think in the first half, it was two very, very good teams. When we played Atletico in the first half, they literally did what Liverpool did, just came to defend. You know, we got off set piece, we got a corner from all of our attacking play, which was deserved. But it's kind of like when we obviously get that corner, which we're really good at, and we score it, it's like, oh yeah, we've actually got to come out a bit.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not against the set pieces at all. Like that's one thing
It's
I really,
your strength. Like, you've got to use it to your strength.
honestly, I really love when we score set pieces.
Yeah.
It's just like it gets everyone rattled. We're so good at it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We score a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of them ones where I always go back to that FCM video of the guys being like, "This is how you need to defend Gabriel." I just love that. And I'm just like, no one's been able to really stop us from doing this yet. But chance. I could actually tear my hair out. I've been talking about this for over a season.
It's
How do you
why-
change
chance
that then?
creation.
How do you change that then?
I personally think
Because I think that does come from the manager. If that's not the sole focus of like being able to do that and break teams down outside of set pieces. I'm not saying you score every goal from a set piece, but you are obviously very reliant on that. And if that is an area that you do struggle in, to be able to break through the low block with all the talent, all the different options and all the players you've got, then surely that does come back to not work. That's not the focal point in training.
I think from an Arsenal point of view, I think it's more of like it's like the speed that we play.
Yeah.
That's what is my issue with the chance creation. So like last night, I saw opportunities where we could have created a chance, but because we play this kind of slow, methodical play sometimes, it kills the attack.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you've allowed that team that's going to low block you to get into their shape and be comfortable in it and, you know, just kind of sit out maybe that 10, 20 minute spell, which Liverpool did yesterday.
So different to how Arsenal used to play.
Oh yeah.
It's
so
also how you beat Bayern. Like when you beat Bayern Munich, it was the two counter-attacks. It was the counter-attacks towards the end because Bayern were playing such a high line. Like you mentioned, it's why I feel like Arsenal, if they don't win an early game, it is a little harder. So if you don't win a game early, if you're not 1 or 2 goals up in the 70th minute, it can be harder for you to get over the line if someone just says we're going to sit further back because you can't
I
seem
agree,
to break
but then
through
also
it,
like this season,
unless you get corners.
we beat Aston Villa in the second half. Essentially, we beat
Yeah,
Bayern in
you
the
did.
second half. We beat Atletico in the second half.
But those are teams
And those
who
were
went
games-
for
those
it
are
as
teams-
well.
Yeah, they did. They came out. They didn't come to just
Aston
rest.
Villa, I'm not really sure. They just tried to counter attack us in the first half. Especially
in the second half.
When we got that's because we scored goals. So they were
Yeah,
like,
they had to open up.
they had to open up,
Yeah.
and then we ended up scoring 2 more. So in my opinion, the reality is at the Emirates, especially this season, a lot of teams have come to low block us or play this really kind of mid block. I'd like to say the mid block is probably our biggest rather than the low block. The mid block is what gets us. They play this disgusting mid block, and then for some, we've actually been turning up in second half. It's like, yeah, actually, we're not doing this anymore. We're not playing at your pace. We want to score goals. Like, and it's, you know, I'm happy with that. But let's start from the first minute.
Yeah.
Like, let's show some.
I hear it. It's the thing that I've had an issue I'd have with United so many times as well. It's just like you don't start quick enough, and then you go a goal down or whatever. You don't
My
score,
team and
and
your
then suddenly
team
a
are the
2-2
same
against
sentence.
Burnley.
Astaghfirullah.
Yeah.
Same.
Clara Mitzi says, "Big up Richard. He probably has to follow the orders of supreme leader at DR Sports as they do in North Korea." because hence he can't post anything on Gyokeres. No, I'll tell you now, Richard takes 0 prisoners.
Yeah, no.
Richard takes
even
0
his own
prisoners.
team gets cooked. That's why I actually like Richard's post. Every time Richard does a post, I actually send
I also always
post.
know which ones are his.
Yeah, you always know. And what post he did a tip.
What's it? What's the tell when it's a Richard post?
No, you just
Shameless.
you can tell by the tone of the post.
Yeah.
Okay. Like honestly, when he did a Christmas post, I was like, I tagged him in it. I'm like, I know this was you. I honestly was creasing.
JX,
so funny.
JX5VVE says, Ken, please tell Don Robbie to fire Christian for saying he'd take the muscular Macaulay Culkin over Ekatike.
Oh my god.
And also, that fantastic segue that is, because Rocket ranks. Obviously, we're sponsored by Rocket. Obviously, unlimited data, calls, and text. And Rocket presents Ranked. And what I want to do today is just on the subject of Gyokeres and also talking about Ekatike, obviously, and Šeško and co. I want to rank top 3 best attacking signings in the Prem from the summer.
Oh, from the summer. So this rules out Igor Thiago because I was
because Igor Thiago's, I know, but technically it was last summer. We can add Igor Thiago if you want in there, but realistically he was signed last summer.
If he's last summer, then
because in my eyes, realistically,
he didn't really play.
He didn't play because
he played
did an ACL,
130 minutes.
He did an ACL.
He did
last
130
season.
minutes.
Can we count him?
Let's count
because
him.
if we count him,
he's in my top 3.
But because if we count him, then I feel like our top 3 is all going to be Igor Thiago and Ekatike, and then there's one slot left.
I'm trying to think about other teams.
Because signings we've got, Garnacho for Chelsea, we've got Mbumo, Šeško, Cunha, all from United.
Yeah.
Gyokeres for Arsenal.
Yeah. That's really we signed
Xavi for Spurs.
Xavi. We have Eze as well.
Eze.
What attacking?
That's a whole other topic, by the way.
Robbery.
Yeah, Brian Robbery.
I don't know if Isidore signed this season or if he had actually been at Sunderland for a while.
Voltemada as well.
Yeah, Voltemada, Wissa.
Technically, Isak.
Because
this is the thing, because there's a lot of big attacking
let's rule the Swedes out already.
Rule
out the Swedes.
Get rid of the Swedes.
Rule out the Swedes.
I think for this we shouldn't count Thiago because he wasn't signed.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go Mbuemo. I think Mbuemo has been
in your top 3.
Yeah, I think he's been Man United's best attacker, better than Cunha, better than Šeško.
I miss him so much.
He hit the ground running. I think as well.
Top scorer still.
Yeah, top goal scorer. Playing in a system that he's not really played in before. Been brilliant. Money worth
Cherky's also another good shout.
Yeah.
Definitely got better as well, I think, as the season.
Yeah, well, you say only Bruno's got more assists than him this season in the Prem. Ekatike's on 7.
I'm gonna put Ekatike in there. I think he's been brilliant.
I think Ekatike's top 1.
Movement, yeah. I think he might be number 1.
I think clear top.
If we're not doing Igor Thiago, I'll put Ekatike number 1 because he's been fantastic.
Yeah. I would put.
You know what?
I actually reckon.
I wouldn't say Eze.
My front 3.
I wouldn't say
Eze.
Eze's he did 3 touches when he came on against Liverpool.
Yeah,
yesterday.
He doesn't always start.
Yeah,
so.
he's not.
That
was his first game in flipping four games.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't start here.
He's not come off the bench.
Me and Cecil saw him. I said, "What's that? Is that Eze?"
Because my top 2 are Ekatike number 1 and Boomer number 2.
Yeah,
but then for me it's third because I'm then thinking about Cherky, Calvert-Lewin.
That was actually what I was going to say. Gemini Jedi 998 said Calvert-Lewin. So I mean, even though he's obviously been around the block.
Yeah, that's
but he's a new signing.
He's a new signing, and I think that we actually can't overlook Calvert-Lewin.
Hasn't he scored like 7 goals or something?
It's 7 goals in 8 games or something.
Yeah,
or like 8 goals in 9 games. Who's been better, Voltemada or Calvert-Lewin? Because Calvert-Lewin also did start the season very slowly. But he's on fire at the minute.
But then Voltemada at the moment is in a bit of a slower steed.
Yeah.
Like, Wissa's starting. Do you know what I mean?
Wissa's
only just come back.
come into a completely different league.
Yeah, it's true.
Calvert-Lewin
knows. Yeah. And Calvert-Lewin's had a good season before.
Yeah.
So
I think Calvert-Lewin has been class, to be honest with you. I think you've got to give credit where it's due.
Has he been top 3? Has he been the 3rd best? I don't know if you guys agree with me, Ekatike and Mbumo, but then 3rd.
Who's the one at Sunderland?
What, Brian Brobbery?
Yeah.
I think he's been good, but I don't know if
he's been good, but he's not been the same level
Calvert-Lewin has he in terms of
Calvert-Lewin
goals
or
and assists.
Voltemada
We're
or
talking about just straight forwards, right?
Yeah, or attacking players.
Like wing attacking players.
Wingers maybe, stuff like
that.
Well,
I wouldn't put Brian Brobby over like Cherky, for example.
Yeah, like it's actually hard.
Yeah.
I think attacking players
because I think a lot of them had a very slow start to the season.
Yeah.
No one at Chelsea.
Yeah,
none of Chelsea's boys. None of Chelsea's boys.
Stinky.
No.
Sorry,
no, I think that's probably about it.
Who am I putting number 3?
So who are we putting number 3
I would
though?
go Ekatike. Who did you have a second?
I put Brian
Mbumo.
Oh yeah, Mbumo.
But then 3rd is...
3rd I would probably...
I actually know what. I think I'm going to say Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah,
thinking about how Leeds in general... I know Leeds are still
Pick
there.
him up.
16th.
Dewsbury Hall's a good shout. Obviously, he's out injured now. But
Dewsbury.
He scored the winner at Old Trafford. He did.
He's fantastic.
He was being
hopefully he can come
a lot of the chat is saying Xhaka, but I don't count him.
I'm not going to count him as an attacking.
He's been an incredible signing, possibly top 3 overall.
I remember
signings.
sitting here with AGT. He's like, can you see what's on? I was like, if Sunderland are serious, they bring in that guy. He will keep them up. I told him, fam. It's
great.
Roll the tape.
It's not even keep them up. They're
exactly. They're like 10th. They're 10th, mate.
Yeah. They're 10th, by the way, with losing so many AFCON players.
Who else did Brentford bring in?
Atara. Django Atara. But he's not... He started off all right, but...
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else they brought in up front as well.
That's it, because it's just Sharda.
Baller, by the way, Kevin Sharda.
Yeah, Reece Nelson doesn't really start. He doesn't even get game time for them, really.
Yeah. No,
he's
at
Brentford.
He should have scored, though, the other day.
I didn't even know he was at Brentford.
Who was that? Sorry.
Yeah,
Reece Nelson's at Brentford.
Yeah.
I genuinely didn't know that.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, we sent him there for him to play, but basically, because Brentford's front three have been so fantastic, he's not getting game time, and to be honest, rightfully so.
Arsenal,
yeah, he's an Arsenal player.
Would you recall him and send him somewhere else? Or no, you can't. I don't even know if you can do that.
Not sure. I think, could we not send him abroad?
Has he played for you this season?
I think
if he's not played for you, he can go on loan somewhere else in the Prem. But if he's played for you, because you can't play for 3 Prem clubs.
Look, when we sent him to final. He went to a cup fight. He went to a final, mate. It's very unlucky not to win that. But
Premier Waste Management Limited has said, hot take: Gyokeres doesn't start for more than half the teams in the Premier League.
At the moment, yeah.
In the moment, he doesn't.
He doesn't, because he's underperforming massively. He needs to fix up, fam.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
We need the goals.
We've also got some transfer news coming through. Here we go for Sousa to Tottenham. So third here we go of the season for a Prem team,
What's going on with you, doggy?
Yeah, why are you buying a left back?
What's going on with your medical team is the real question. Is your medical team like
Udoggy
serious?
and then
old question, Ken. We've had. Do you know how many? We've had issues with this medical team for
years.
Years.
Why are they still there?
And years. They actually are. They did have a little bit of an overhaul, but it took a long time. I remember when Poch was there, and they wanted to overhaul the medical team, and Daniel Levy said no. And like, why that is on Daniel Levy to make the decision whether or not the manager and his staff want to overhaul the medical team again shouldn't be anything to do with Daniel Levy, but they didn't. We get a lot of injuries, guys. Like, I don't know, every club does, but our medical team needs some work. Yeah, a doggy's been injured as well. So, like, we needed a left back.
Yeah, you do.
We needed a left back.
Put Jed back on the right, man. That's where he's best.
Jed, because also, like, as I like Porro going forward, but defensively,
yeah, defensively, he's a wing back, man.
I like that Jed can play on both sides, but I think it's
better
to have
we don't ever mention wing backs again, please.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I like Jed.
Give me shivers.
And I like Jed.
He's one of the only real Spurs players that I like. He's got personality. I think in this day and age, it's nice to see players have a personality. Like when he does his little penitentiary thing, it's like, oh yeah, it's actually kind of nice to see a player back himself.
Yeah,
like
I like that.
I like it.
Yeah. So Sousa, what's his name? Sousa. 18-year-old left back.
19.
Santos.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything
What's
about
with you guys and 18-year-olds in Jan?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you
anything
anything
about
about him.
Kinski?
Do I think he'll play?
Wait, what's your next game?
Villa.
Oh, he's gonna come on against Villa
in the FA Cup.
I don't think he.
He's gonna do a Kinski. Whatever next game he comes on, he's gonna come on. He's gonna do a Kinski.
And that'll be it, and then it'll be terrible after.
First game, sick, wicked. We'll be like, oh.
Are we gonna see a Danny Rose-esque goal against Arsenal?
That'd be so funny.
Still one of the maddest goals I've ever seen in my life.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, speaking of the FA Cup, there's obviously FA Cup third. I like the FA Cup.
I love the
FA Cup.
Who doesn't like the FA Cup?
I don't know. I love it. I always think because we always United always have at least one. Bless you.
Oh, thank you guys.
Maybe you don't like it. You're allergic to the FA Cup.
No.
We always normally have one mad game in the FA Cup every single season. Like last season, say it's you at the Emirates, the 1-1 draw. We went down to like 10 men for an hour on penalties. Our FA Cup run last year, the entire thing was mad with that Liverpool game, the 4-3 win.
Before that, right? Who knocked out Liverpool? Oh my God, was it Portsmouth? Don't make me mad, because we got them.
Last year?
Who knocked Liverpool out of a cup?
No,
and it was like it was a really small. It was like a lower league.
What are you talking about, like Carabao this season or something?
Or was that Carabao? No, it wasn't the Carabao. It was in the league. I remember AGT was on holiday.
I thought it began with a G, but I could be wrong.
You might be right. I remember that. Yeah, in the FA Cup, anything can happen.
Can't remember.
No replays, nothing. It's just pure magic, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah.
See if I can find it.
Sorry, that's a really random thought. I've just thought about it now. Maybe.
But yeah, I think Spurs drawing Villa It's rough.
There's well, of course it's rough, but there's quite a few good fixtures in this.
Man.
Like, even though I prefer
playing Brighton?
I prefer it when
Plymouth Argyle last season.
Plymouth,
there you
that's
go.
it.
Plymouth.
Thank
I was
God.
thinking in my
Good
head,
ball
it's someone
knowledge.
green. Someone's got.
Yeah,
green.
you're
Yeah.
right. When you said Gio, I was like, Gillingham?
Gillingham? No, it was something green.
Yeah, thank you, chap.
Yeah, I do prefer it when you're playing lower league opposition.
Yeah, of course.
Because obviously I think it's such a the magic of the FA Cup when you get lower
more
league
magical.
sides getting big ties. Like it's a massive payday for
Until
them.
you lose it.
It's huge. Yeah,
Until
but
you lose it, like
that's what
Grimsby.
I like about the FA Cup. That you're not playing the same opposition that you play every single season.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But we've got some interesting ones, I guess. I mean, obviously Spurs Villa is probably the biggest one.
I would say it's the most exciting one.
Yeah, but.
I mean,
would you want to see
say.
Frank play a big team or play like a starting 11?
I don't want to see us play football.
Or do you?
I don't want to see us play football, Dylan.
She's done.
I'm done out here.
Benito.
I don't want to see us kick a ball, ideally. I'd like to have. I wish it was international break.
You picked the right job for that.
Got a long outage.
I've got months still to international break.
Got so much.
It's like, you know, when you get to like September, right, and you're thinking you start counting the weeks till
Yeah.
Christmas. This is what I'm doing to international break. I'm counting the weeks, the days, the minutes, the hours until
Do you
I
know
get
what's
to have a
worse?
week off of them.
Is that you won't win your last game before international break?
Of course not. We never do.
Yeah.
It's always
After-
it's the
until
worst
X told
feeling.
me
It's
that stat, I can't
worst
believe it.
feeling. The worst feeling in the world is losing your first.
Yeah.
last
No,
game
the
for
worst
international
feeling- one of the
break.
Yeah,
worst
and you've got
feelings in the
flipping
world.
2 weeks to just
Yeah.
sit on that.
Yeah,
it's the worst.
but I'm so used to losing. Like, that doesn't even affect me anymore. What's worse is seeing your manager walk around pre-match with an Arsenal cup. But
Yeah.
I'm over it.
If you lose to Villa,
can't be
is
promoting the merch.
that the end of Thomas Frank? Or do you not even see it
Dylan,
happening?
I don't know how this
Dylan, what's
geezer's
going
doing a
on
job.
with you?
I don't know how he's still here.
I'm asking the Spurs fans question about Spurs.
I don't know how he's still. The end of
The
Thomas
fact that
Frank.
he's still here is mad.
The fact that he's still here after the other night is mental.
No, that
for me
I
is
completely
a
agree
sackable
with.
offence.
I
And then
completely
saying,
agree
"Oh,
with that.
He didn't notice it. I don't care. I've seen so many.
Do you not see the
comments.
picture? Do you not see the picture of the staff training
Bro,
staff
the
being like,
staff member looking at him going,
looking at him? I showed them and I was like, oh my god,
And he
it's
didn't.
crazy.
I
He
don't
didn't say
care.
anything.
I wish we could
He
shout
can
on
say
him,
he
man.
didn't know. I'm sorry, mate. I don't buy that for 1 second. And then trying to spin it, being like, oh, well, you know, you're really asking me a question about that. Yeah, mate, we're going to ask you a question, but there's going to be a whole inquisition on it. Yes, there is.
His thing was literally, I would never do it. And we're like, well, you're asking
are.
you because you did do
Yeah.
And
it.
also, you are doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you might. I'm not saying he meant to do it.
He should have
but
launched
the fact
that
he
cup.
don't
Did
the
it.
fact that he don't understand the severity of the situation.
yeah, but I just feel like if someone hands you a cup, right, surely you're gonna look at it.
the amount of people that have said that they don't
Like,
look
I
at
can't
the
lie.
cup they're past.
No, like I can't lie. When someone passes
Well,
me a cup,
You'd
I
notice.
don't,
I
I don't
would
look at it
notice
and
it.
like inspect it all the way, but like because you get the cup and then when you drink you turn it around, which is where the badge
I think
was.
you notice it. But
That's
no,
what I don't
do you know,
get.
No, do you know what it is?
no,
It's
but you
not-
get like
we-
a glimpse.
We are digressing into this again, and I'm sorry for the chat who's probably heard me all week be viral and just talk about
Yeah, but
this.
I've not
I'm
been
sorry.
here when you've done it, so I want to be.
sorry.
I want to
In
see
fact,
it live.
do it again.
But just
Then let's get comfortable.
I want the prime Abbey
you must be
performance
so
here.
sick of me. You must be so
We're
sick
not.
of me talking about it.
We're
But
nowhere near.
what I would say, okay, do I think that he's done it on purpose? No. I don't even know if he's made his own coffee, okay? Probably not. But there is...
Can he make his own
Whoever
coffee?
has decided to make him the coffee, someone has seen the emblem. Somewhere between Thomas Frank ending up in his hand...
It's definitely a Brentford person.
Someone
Got to be.
It wouldn't be, because it would be in the away change room. It would be someone from the Spurs team. So it's either someone that hates him, it's either someone that wants him to get the sack, or someone that is just really, really stupid. Because there's no chance that he's either made his own coffee and not noticed it, or someone has made him a coffee and passed it to him, and at no point has anybody clocked that there's an Arsenal emblem on it. I'm sorry. But anyway, that is the last I'm going to say on it, because we're moving on. Us against Aston Villa.
Do you want to see a strong starting 11, rotated team?
I don't think that we...
Maybe we should get him a Stanley Cup.
You have a rotated team, actually. to
We
be
actually
fair.
sell those in the
Of
Arsenal
course
shop.
you do.
We sell Stanley Cups. We could get Thomas Frank a Stanley Cup. Fam.
Well, Christian gave you one yesterday.
Get you a nice-
Not the Stanley Cup, but the
We
the
do
other
them in
cup.
different
That was a
colours,
fantastic
red,
one.
So
white,
funny. People think
gold.
Chrissy and I hate each other. Chrissy and I actually adore
Yeah.
each other. It's so funny. But yeah, he just winds me up on camera.
It's his job, mate.
We adore each other.
Especially there's a wind up.
He's
Can't
such a
lie.
wind-up.
What was I going to say? What you're seeing is kind of what you're getting with Spurs. There isn't really any rotation. I mean,
Yeah.
the only thing you can rotate is like Danso in for Romero, which will now obviously happen if he's serving that ban. As we said, I think Dragason's going to Roma, is it?
Yeah, apparently there's links
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, well, so it's
is it actually happening? I'm not
Also,
Rose.
Dragosin
let
hasn't
me get it
played
up again.
because
Yeah.
obviously he had the ACL.
Maybe it'd be. But then I also think, like, is it really smart to send him out? Like, you are in quite a few competitions. You kind of need to rotate. He is actually a good defender.
Yeah, like
he's a good. I think he's good.
It's not the worst thing I've seen.
He's not the worst. I think I think this is actually a good opportunity to try and keep him.
However,
and play
I don't
him.
want to see rotation because realistically, we're going nowhere in the league. I want to have the
No,
strongest
but if you
performances in the
rotate,
cup.
I hear you, but you still need to rotate here and there, like in
So
small
it's
amounts.
Roma are preparing
We've
an
got-
offer for a
we've got a week
loan with an option to buy.
Yeah.
Is what
Yeah.
they're preparing.
We've got a week off. I don't need to see you
According to
rotate.
Sky Sports.
Because like, as we was talking about your medical team before, like you guys do have injury issues. Like God forbid Van der Ven's out for a long time or Romero's out for a long time.
That could
You're
happen
back
in
at
any
square
game.
one.
That can happen
it's
next
true.
week.
But
or
no,
when we-
I'm
or
saying
next
that
week against West Ham.
if you keep Dragusin, you still have a bit of.
Oh, I'm not
more
saying
options.
sell him. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
saying I'm not saying sell him. But what I'm saying is I don't want to see rotation tomorrow night. We don't have the luxury of rotating. The squad is what it is. And for me, like I said, the whole time since the start of the season, if you would have offered me 10th or whatever, I'd be happy to be 10th. Obviously, but if we were 10th and you said you can win the FA Cup, I would have bitten your hand off for it before a ball was kicked at the start of the season because that's where Spurs are. I'm happy for us to be a cup team because we're not doing anything in the league. We're not going to do anything in the league.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ever. So I would rather pick up cups
That
if we
ever was
can.
so funny.
It's very hard. I would rather go down that route where your entire focus is on the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Because that is what, again, I can have the worst season in the league. I can finish 17th.
It's the
again.
only
Cool.
thing realistic to play for. As
Be
well
back
for
in the
you,
Europa
at
League,
any
mate.
point anyway.
Exactly.
Might as well
Yeah.
And then we can go and win it. And then we could potentially win 3 trophies in 3 years and finish 17th every time. But I would take
Disgraceful
the
behaviour.
weirdest thing is I would take that. After you
Yeah.
when you go 17 years without a trophy, right? And this club continues just to break you down.
That is
more
literally
and
like
more and more.
1 year.
If you said to me,
younger
you can
than
win
my
the FA
sister.
Cup this season, but you finish 17th, and then you can go into the Europa League next season and you can win that, but you also got to finish 17th. Say, cool, sign me up. Sign me up.
They're just placeholders in the league, aren't they? You're just placeholders.
Just wasting
I mean,
our
You
time.
don't do anything.
Dylan, you can't anymore. Your Manchester United of old is gone.
Yeah. You
So we're
guys-
still fighting for something.
What
Champions League
you-
spots this year.
Yeah,
Who's your
okay.
manager this week?
Still Darren Fletcher.
Oh, it is
Big
still
Daz.
Darren
Big
Fletcher.
Darren Fletcher for the
That
weekend.
didn't
Dazzle.
even mean to sound sassy. I actually just
No,
didn't
yeah,
know.
well, yeah. So it's we've given it.
As Flex says, you guys were. He's restarted the Mud Brothers coalition.
No, but Matisse won't even get involved.
Yeah, Matisse,
No, but
yeah,
Matisse is
doesn't want
part
it.
of that.
Matisse declined the offer.
Why?
This is Dragon's Den. He said no. He said, I don't want you. said,
To be
"You
fair,
wanna keep your
he's just
investment."
he's just got a new pay rise at the new job, innit?
Yeah,
Well,
true.
Matisse
you don't-
does.
you don't
And a
need
new
money.
trim. And
Yeah.
a new
Is
pair
that
of
not-
glasses.
I don't know if I've ever watched that before, but is it normal that a new manager shakes every single person's hand in a press conference? I actually thought
I
it
have
was
never seen-
Eric Ten
is that a
Hag did
French
that.
thing?
I don't think
Well,
it's necessarily
it
normal,
was
but I
more
remember
French.
Eric Ten Hag did it his first
I saw the
presser.
clip today. I actually
I'm
liked
dead.
it. Liam,
Bro's trying to get them under the
It's
the
PR.
arm.
Said
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
coming
PR.
in and then shaking the hand of literally on everyone that was in the press conference room. I actually re-rated it. I thought, what a nice guy. I just never seen it before, but I didn't know if that was something that I just hadn't.
I don't
Someone
think
just
it's
preparing
normal,
for
but
the
it's like something
articles,
that
man.
Someone can do, yeah.
Here,
I
man,
think
prepare for them
stop-
articles,
I
G.
can't stop
Yeah.
He's gonna
saying
get
Matisse though, because obviously this whole week it's been drummed into us that
It's because he's got his hair cut.
He actually did it.
It's
I
his
can't- I
haircut
know.
and his new glasses.
So I can't, every time I see Liam
He just
Rosenior, I
doesn't
keep
look-
thinking of Matisse.
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, Matisse has fully embodied what Liam Rosenior
Yeah,
is,
he is.
and he's gone so into it. I'm like, that you? Like,
Yeah. Abby told him to put his glasses back on.
I couldn't. I couldn't with it.
That was so funny.
But it was mental. He has morphed into him. Like Matisse on Monday, okay, looked like Matisse, looked like a normal 20-something-year-old, right? Yesterday, that could have been Matisse's
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
who is this guy?
He's
Abby
aged about
literally
15
begged him to
years.
put them glasses back on. She was like,
It's
she was
so
like,
good.
There you are.
There you are.
It's so
That
good.
was so
It's
funny. I
you.
can't lie.
I
That
can
was
see
really
you
funny.
now.
But yeah, so Darren Fletcher taking charge of his first game at Old Trafford
Brighton.
against Brighton,
Yeah.
and I really want to see I want to see us put a strong team out. Like
Is it
because
at Brighton or is it Old Trafford?
it's at Old Trafford.
Oh, okay.
It's at Old Trafford. I hope and feel like Brighton will
Prepare
do
for
some
that Pascal
rotation.
Gross goal, G.
This is what I'm saying though, because I know
You know
we're
it's
starting
coming.
the game a goal
Yeah.
down. I know we're starting
You know
the
it's
game a goal
coming.
down because it's Pascal Gross. It'll be 23 yards.
He loves you lot.
Lovely top bins, or he'll score a pen. It's one of the two.
He
But
loves
he will guaranteed, even if he's on the bench, he'll score.
Every player's got that one club that they just like ball
Always.
out against.
Yeah, and it's us. Well, for,
Yeah, and
for
It's like
You're
Mopai
just-
against you.
Yeah, like
like
everyone's-
Cunha against us before we signed
Yeah,
him.
like
Yeah.
every club's got like.
Yeah,
It's the same way when we
it's
play
Pascal
Liverpool. I
Gross,
know
it's
Metallic
Pascal
will
Gross
score.
for
Like, it's
sure.
just cash.
Yeah, mate, cash.
Cash.
Actually, just quickly as well, Abby, score prediction for the Spurs game. Also, chat, let me know as well, score prediction.
I mean, I went yesterday.
You don't even want to give
no,
one.
not really. But I'll just stick with what I said yesterday, which was 2-1 Tottenham. I'm thinking Villa might make changes.
They
Yeah, I
will. Like
think-
Emi Martinez, I think
Yeah.
might be injured as well.
Yeah.
I don't actually think Thomas Frank has
Marco Bizot.
Yeah.
the
Michael.
luxury
Michael.
of making any changes. Like not just because of the injuries. But
Who's
I
your
think
Yeah, actually, no. Why should he make? You're not in the Carabao Cup. You got a week off.
That's what I said to you before.
Yeah,
You've got a week off. Broski, don't make changes.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, this is the same I want as well.
If I don't. Anyway, we're doing Saturday football show tomorrow night, guys.
Yeah, make sure you're there.
You'll see my
Yeah, tune in for that, by the way. That should be
back on
fantastic.
Pluto.
But I.
What time are we starting tomorrow? 7:30.
7.
7?
Yeah.
It should be 7.
Oh, 7 to 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's normal time,
Normal time, mate. Some of us got a life.
How am I going to get here and watch the game?
What time is your game?
5:30.
We'll be here. We're doing AFCON watch along. Make sure you're here.
From what time?
Algeria vs Ghana. Algeria vs Ghana. Oh my god.
Crazy.
Algeria vs Nigeria is at 4 o'clock.
Or is it in the chat? Algebra versus Nigeria.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was Siri did that. Can't lie.
What did you put?
Siri typed algebra instead of
I
Algeria.
couldn't work out if that was just a slander name or not.
Well, new slander name dropped because I want Nigeria to win.
Algebra.
I'm not even Nigerian. I want Nigeria to win.
But yeah, the one thing I want to see this weekend from United is I want to see Shay Lacy get more minutes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say clean sheet. Because when are you going to see one of them?
I'm giving up on a clean sheet, man. We're not going to get. We're going to get 2 more this season.
The fact that you've only had 1.
No, 2. We've had 2 now.
Wait, who was your second?
Sunderland and Newcastle.
You guys are a disgusting institution.
It's just disgraceful. It's disgraceful.
How are you a big club?
And there is one man.
And they've had more than you. In fact, don't even find out Leeds have had more clean sheets than you. Because you'll be finished.
We've probably had the least in the league. Maybe
are you saying that Wolves have 1 less clean sheet than you?
Yeah. We've had no clean sheets this season.
That is.
Then there is one man. There is one man to blame for this, and it's Ruben Amorim. 100%. It's down to him. It's down to his tinkering, changing his centre back.
What I should have been doing is every week putting a bet for Man United to score at least 1 goal. So concede at least 1 goal.
Yeah, realistically, if you put £1 on that every single game until the end of the season, you'd easily make your money back. 100%.
Dark.
Yeah. But it's for me. It's because Ruben.
Yeah, Shay Lacy.
But I want to see Shay Lacy. I don't know if you saw his cameo against Villa.
Yeah, I saw it. Ooh. Didn't he hit the post, right?
He hit. So the first thing he did was hit the crossbar. Yeah. Literally got the ball, cut inside, hit the crossbar. Then he unleashed another shot from about 35 yards out. I had Jack in my DMs going, "How much do you want for him?" Literally, I think he offered me Gyokeres. He was like, "Would you take Gyokeres Lacy swap?" And I was like, no day of the week. I trust Lacy to score more goals.
Got Max Down, mate. We're all right.
Yeah, you got Downman. You'll be fine. But yeah,
he's injured.
For me, I just don't want to lose this game. If we play 40 games in a season,
honestly, you cannot afford to lose because
we can't.
You're in no other competitions.
Wolves,
you got knocked out the Carabao Cup.
You've not had a midweek game since August.
Exactly.
We had 1.
You need this.
We have had 1 midweek game.
You've had 1 midweek.
And it was West Ham, and we still didn't win.
Deeper, yeah. They go like 7 days each week without
anything.
Like,
try covering this club.
But there's still
7 days a week.
But there's still so much to talk about.
Yeah,
despite the fact that you don't even kick a ball from Monday to Sunday. Well, sorry, so Monday to Friday you don't kick a ball.
No, not normally.
Well, actually, usually
maybe like 3 times.
Hang on, they usually play on a Monday because no one wants that fixture. So it's actually from.
They've only just recently started playing on the weekend.
We don't play on weekends. We still play 1 game a week.
Yeah, they just recently got promoted to a Sunday.
I know.
And a Saturday.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I've actually
you guys ain't good enough. You're getting kicked back to Monday, fam. You might even get Friday nights, mate.
Well, this is why I want to go through in the FA Cup. We actually might get some more midweek games. I just want to see us play some football. I want to see Darren Fletcher ball.
Go and watch the youth. Go and watch women.
Yeah.
The youth and women's team are great. Yeah. They're fantastic.
Go and watch.
I think that's where you need to put your stocks.
They're good this season, actually, though. You're like, playing better this season.
No, I'll put my stocks in the under 18s. Well, because they're all going to start playing.
Yeah, because women's team ain't going to win nothing.
No.
Yeah.
I like the women's team. Got some great players.
Yeah.
Big up Ella Toon.
Yeah, if you want to give us
and Marla
Tissier.
Big up Marla Tissier.
We'll take Maya.
We'll
take her.
Marla Tissier?
Yeah, of course.
Nah.
Yeah, of course.
Nah.
Don't worry. You know what's going to happen.
Nowhere near.
Soon land.
But there's actually a lot of like FA Cup Premier League ties this weekend. You got Everton, Sunderland, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Tottenham, Villa, Man United, Brighton as well.
Forest are playing Wrexham tonight. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I am as well.
I actually want to watch that.
I like
Bit
Wrexham.
Of glamour around that.
I like the storyline.
Imagine if Forest lose that.
Do you think?
Because I honestly think Wrexham will really get up for it. And the way that Forest are playing right now,
Forest are terrible.
They're so bad.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wrexham won tonight.
Do you know what? I need
Massive
Wrexham to
tie.
win. We got Forest as our next Premier League game. I need Wrexham.
Are you
to
away or at home?
How?
You home?
Believe Wrexham. Believe.
How long until Wrexham?
We're away to Forest. We smoked them at home.
How long until Wrexham end up in the Prem and then become annoying? Because you know how
they already are annoying. No offense.
No, but
it's a good annoying.
I like the story.
I kind of like it.
But that's what I mean.
A completely irrelevant team in Wales
It's Hollywood things. It's Hollywood.
Look at what they've done. I know that it's all about money, and I'm sure like people are,
Yeah, but every club is about.
Every club's like. I just like the story that this is a club that like was just a nothing.
Yeah.
And now they're in Championship. Insane. What like?
I think
let's say they get through because obviously they're in the Championship this season. I think
very,
promotion for them may be a bit of a long shot.
Yeah, I think
they're
in the top 10 of the Championship.
But like the idea is, I think their
so
plan is to get promoted after next season.
Yeah,
unbelievable story.
And then if they end up in the Premier League, how long until it like stops being a fun story and then other Premier League teams start being like, because you know, one of those things of like
1.12 playoffs.
Oh, big up! I mean, they do have Kiefer Moore. I want to keep Kiefer Moore fit, by the way.
If you're
please.
a Wrexham fan, you can't believe the magic of what's happened. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
No. I'm sure it's so much fun.
This is their like Newcastle era. Like, you know when the Newcastle owners took over from what's his face, the guy that owns Sports Direct.
Oh, right,
said,
Mike Ashley.
Yeah,
Mike
Mike Ashley said, dead your Sports Direct, coming in, real money. Injected it into the club. Look how good Newcastle. Like, we actually take Newcastle seriously now, whereas before it was kind of like, oh, you're just gonna get relegated. You're not really.
Were they not? They were.
Yeah, they were in the bottom leagues. Yeah, they've climbed their way up. They're doing their thing.
I like it. I'm here for the story.
Look,
I think Ted Lasso
I do want them in the Prem though. I love
seeing
seeing new teams in the Prem. Like, I don't want Sheffield. Like, all due respect.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Sheffield Wednesday back in the Prem again,
However,
etc.
Coventry, if you would like to come back, I know you're moving a bit mad right now. If you would like to come back, we will accept the door. Because also, we need to stop these far away games. We need to stop these very far away games.
Yeah.
We don't want the Sheffields back. We don't want the Middlesbroughs back. Sorry, who's doing that trek? Do you want to do that trek?
I'm not doing that trek.
Long it is?
Do you know how long it is?
I remember going to Middlesbrough away, right? Years ago.
It's quaint.
And it was like
cold.
3 trains I had to get.
Yeah.
It was a long.
No one's trying to do that. Can we get some?
day.
Where's QPR? Hello? Can you guys
bring back QPR?
come back? In fact, QPR are playing West Ham.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, they are.
Come on, and we will be watching. We will be watching.
We'll be there.
The other team that I wouldn't mind, but that's why I back Sunderland.
Oh, and West Brom, right? Millwall playing West Brom. Am I right?
I don't know about Millwall.
I believe you are correct.
West Brom, let's go.
West Ham will go down and Millwall will come up.
That would be so
We'll be
funny.
robbed of it.
Do you know how
I would like Millwall? I want these like old team.
We need
trends.
Yeah, that's why I was happy that Sunderland came.
Teams,
all I said about Northern teams, I wanted Sunderland to come back because it is Barclays. Like, it's proper. It's good for the Premier.
Well, like Blackburn coming back up at some point.
Because honestly, no offense, we've been carrying the derbies. We've been carrying the derbies.
We do carry the derbies.
Because you guys.
Well, you two.
Manchester derby's dead.
Manchester derby is it's so functional. If that makes sense. United Liverpool is still fantastic when we're not terrible.
There's always usually a red card or a pen.
It's normally fun.
And there's always just so much.
Yeah, and there's always something going on.
Or at least a storyline. Eze hat-trick, for example. Like, at least there's a storyline there.
It's the best derby.
It's fantastic.
I actually had this debate on another show the other day.
It's the best.
And it is the best derby.
Yeah, it's the best.
Like, United Liverpool, it's a great game, but it's not great.
Is that it's a rivalry?
It's a rivalry, it's not derby.
Because it's not.
But United Liverpool I'd put in the category of like those games that you pin every like all the Premier League puts in. Yeah, it's not a local derby.
Years,
yeah,
I mean, I know you beat them this season, but
it's arguably bigger than pretty much every single derby anyway.
Whereas we're actually fun.
Well, this is the best derby to watch.
Yeah.
Well, Arsenal.
I know in recent years Arsenal will be beating Spurs.
I kind of agree because United City derby does feel somewhat manufactured. Like, it is a derby, yes, but it does feel somewhat manufactured.
You feel disconnected.
The two teams have never been actually amazing at the same time since 2012.
Like, there's so much hate, obviously, between us two.
Yeah, because we've been good at similar times.
Like Chelsea Spurs.
Yeah.
I love Battle of the Bridge.
Detest that game was sick.
I detest City till the ends of the earth.
Yeah,
but
Battle of the Bridge is good.
I think they're the two best derbies, personally, and I don't even say that from a Spurs perspective because my team loses every time.
I want to watch that more than I want to watch Man United versus Man City. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, because with Man United fans, I feel like a lot of United fans will agree with me here.
Give me Fulham, Chelsea over that.
Yeah. We don't like City at all till the ends of the earth.
Yeah,
you know. Screw them or whatever. But if you to offer me, do you want to beat City or Liverpool? I'm picking Liverpool every single day of the week.
You guys just
every single day of the week. A win at the Etihad is fun for the day. Say Manchester's red, etc. But at Liverpool, like Manchester United, Liverpool, like when we beat them at Anfield, first time in like 10 years, whatever. That's in my head the rest of the season. The City game on next weekend, it's like kind of if we lose that, if we win that, it's like yes, 3 points. Lol. Solskjaer's first game back. Hold that.
So obvious.
That's kind of it.
You know what to do. Rise up.
You know that's going to happen.
Solskjaer needs to rise.
We inject you with every set piece possible. If you need help, we will send you papers.
Yeah.
We will send you research materials. Go and get the 3 points.
But then we're playing you the weekend after, aren't we?
And then we will do what we need to do.
It'd be very funny if we took 3 points off City and then 3 off Arsenal.
Get your 3 points for that week. Get your 3 points for that month, as you guys usually
take your
do.
3 points off Arsenal, but it's so obvious they're going to take the 3 points off City.
No,
and then lose
get
to
your
you.
3 points.
Oh,
off
100%.
Yeah,
Kim's like 100% sure that we're going to be beating them.
We
How are you?
have somebody coming in.
Special guest.
Special guest for the final 30 seconds of this show.
Hello.
Just sweet. How you doing, Rob?
Okay, we got a nice shoulder squeeze.
Go on. Here's for you.
Whee!
Gal, you don't get to show up here after missing shows again. Gal.
Hello, no slander for the father, please.
Score prediction: United versus Brighton.
I think Man United win 2-1.
Yeah, I want like a
3-1.
3-1. I want goals. I want Sheshko.
Did you watch Brighton the other day? They're not good.
I want a strong team. Shay Lacy. I want to see a first goal involved. First minutes at Old Trafford. Got any interesting score prediction or?
Can't remember what I said yesterday.
Yeah, I think they will draw 2-2 though. I think you'll draw 2-2 with Villa though.
On pens. Game goes
yeah,
pens.
goes pens.
Yeah.
And then who?
Actually, no Spurs. Why not?
On pens, yeah. Vicario masterclass in the shootout.
It's the only good thing he's good at.
Yeah. But on that bombshell, thank you guys so much for watching. It's Friday. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Hope you guys have a great weekend planned. And it's Friday night. Hope you guys have a good weekend and everything.
And
you know, best of luck. Thank you very much.
Tomorrow night, guys.
3 points, please.
There's loads of content also coming up on DR Sports, AFCON watch-alongs, Saturday football show, FCM, Monday weekend roundup, all of that. Make sure you are there. And then live at 5 p.m. back here, Monday in the studio. I'm Dylan, and I will see you then.
Let's go.
What do you do with yours? I do unlimited football content.
Well, I do unlimited bragging.
Well, I do unlimited swiping right.
Well, I do unlimited doom scrolling.
Well, I do unlimited sliding into the DMs.
Well, I do watching TikTok on the bus without headphones unlimited.
Oh, God.
Hi and welcome along to the best of enemies. Hey, you're looking trim though.
You've been running from the show.
Don Robbie is here in Saudi Arabia.
man.
What about your team?
It's not about Man United right now.
I'm on Saudi Arabia, man. They ain't gonna let me down. What an exciting game.
You were rough.
You weren't
That
rough.
was
VAR.
offside.
We are here today for the burial of Arsenal's Premier League dreams.
How you doing, Rob? How are you, bro?
Well, none of you two can talk to me because at least we challenge for the league. Al Riyadh, they're taking on Al Nassr today. Big game. One of the biggest games of the season.
Do you know how shameless you are, bro? You're supposed to be winning the league, but you're doing a hate-along, bro.
I've been chased by a tractor. You've brought in opera singers. When you say Tottenham, you put respect on us.
Depart the room for about the next 5 minutes or so
How?
because we're going to talk about the Champions League. Who would have thought a Tottenham fan, a Manchester United fan, and an Arsenal fan would get along? Well, sometimes.